Oh, hi. Welcome back to Seek of Strange. Today, we are going to go back in time about a little bit over a year when I was backpacking. Well, I crossed from Uruguay, traveling a little bit of Uruguay to the very south of Brazil, to a town called Porto Alegre. Okay? We in Brazil, motherfuckers. What is happening? I think this is a pear, not too sure, from this tree. And so my friend and I, we're backpacking along. We catch a ferry. No, we don't catch a ferry. So, my friend and I were backpacking along. We catch a bus from somewhere in Uruguay and we catch it to Porto Alegre. So we cross the border of Brazil, we get into this town, this city, and we get to our first hostel. And I see this man, belly out, vibing in the sun, doing his morning stretches. I don't know what he was warming up for, but he was doing some things, moving around, doing some exercises, smoking some cigarettes. It's all about the balanced diet. And I was like, it's something about this person that just like really intrigues me. He seems like he just does not give I need to moisturize my face any cares in the world, you know what I mean? Anyways, so I was like, okay, so I am going to try and attempt to talk to this person and interview them, but he was kind of scary, and I was like, he's definitely just going to reject me. But I want to interview him. So I was like, no, okay, it's happening. And then, so I sat down, I was like, hey, Reinhardt, let me interview you. Let me see about your life. Tell me. Sorry, my tongue is brown. I'm drinking a coffee. There's nothing I can do. Okay, I could brush my teeth, but I don't want to. So, anyways. So I was like, okay, Reinhardt, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's get to the bottom of your life, all right? And so here we go. This is my attempt at interviewing Reinhardt. And enjoy. Learn a bit about Reinhardt today. Not sure where he is in the world now, and you probably will definitely never see this video because he probably just doesn't care. But he's probably just doing bigger and better things, just living it up. But here we go. This is for you to see, to experience, to get into the world, into the mind of a 68-year-old German man.
Sure, few people when they only travel.
Yeah, and they have the money, they have the time, but they don't do it.
That's
I don't know if this is good anymore. Okay, well, starting with your name, your age, and where you're from.
My name is Reinhardt. I'm from the southern part of Germany, Bavaria, close to the Alps. And what do you want to know more?
And
my age is 68, very close to 69. And yeah, living here in Brazil for 5 months now. And traveling further on.
And what do you think has been one of the most important lessons you've learned from your traveling so far?
I'm traveling for quite a long time. Now, now, and I think it's possible for most of the elder people to travel, yeah, and it brings you a lot of activity, a lot of new imagines into your life. Maybe before in your life, in your working life, you did not have. Especially when you are like me in cheap hostels with young people. And that's interesting and keeps you young.
What do you think has been one of the biggest challenges?
No, for elderly people, it's not so easy, yeah. But on the other hand, it's to a certain point, it's easier. For some people, say, see your white hair, and see, okay, you are old, and yeah, say, treat you different as if you would be with 30 or 40, and yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you feel a little bit old, but okay.
What have been the biggest changes in yourself in the last
Years?
40 years?
Nah, I didn't change. For my working life was a lot full of experiences in other countries, especially in Central America, where I worked about nearly 20 years. And so the experiences, special experiences here in these countries are not so different. And yeah, I feel I'm living, yeah, and that's the most important thing. And
What does living mean to you?
Yeah, I'm active, I'm going around, I'm still have fun in my life, still like it to talk to other people, to discuss to other people. And if I look around to the other, my friends, the same age, there's much more problems, and they're sad, and have medicine problems. But you have to do something for that. You must be active. I'm doing sports 2.5 times a week, and eat my very healthy breakfast, no meat, green tea. That's what keeps me young.
Describe a person that has affected you or changed your perspective on something in a big way.
Here in my travel,
Yeah.
I met several people, and I had discussions with them, and I met extremely interesting people. In Venezuela, I met a university professor. We had long talks. Yeah, here in Brazil, I met an US American who was more or less the same political direction as I am, and we had great talks. Yeah, and we were discussing how we can change the world and make it a little bit better. And in this way, I met several people. But it's important to know the language, and then know Spanish, and then it's no problem.
If you had any advice to give to 20-year-old us now, starting our journeys in life, what would you say?
Same advice as I had for my daughters. Live wild and dangerous. Then you have lived.
That's cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You heard the man. Live wild and dangerous. Yeah. And subscribe to this channel, okay? Like and subscribe and share to all your family and friends and loved ones, okay? Till the next time.